So as we said, thank you. As we said, we are here for the Cambridge Professional Development Qualification, helping you support your learners. So Cambridge overall is providing a pathway. It has a general progression and has categorized each and every grade learning very specifically and categorically, right from early years, which is your kindergarten, to your 11th and 12th grade, senior secondary section. So you have your Cambridge early years, your primary, lower secondary, which is ideally for grade 6 to 7th and 8th standard, your upper secondary, which is for grade 9th and 10th, or 8th, 9th, and 10th, depending upon the school, what you work about, and A levels, which is your grade 11th and 12th. So a very good, geometric progression that is offered by Cambridge here in this case. What is Cambridge International? Cambridge International is the precursor of University of Cambridge, although it doesn't necessarily provide a progression into the University of Cambridge, but definitely a precursor of it. There are a lot of certificates which are given on the end of University of Cambridge if a child does the Cambridge International education. It is very much recognized in India. It is very much accepted. Students who do Cambridge curriculum can go on to continue to study in India, can go on to crack their entrance tests such as JEE, CUET, and other tests also. Many students of ours, our alumni itself, are studying at IITs, they're studying at IIMs, they're studying medical education in India. They're pursuing, they've moved to University of Mumbai and other universities also. So very much equivalent in India, similar to your CBSE and what SSC curriculums are, very similar in terms of the acceptance and progression into the Indian curriculum as well. The Cambridge curriculum is very dynamic. It provides an apt understanding of various educational theories. So when you are a Cambridge International teacher, it is something to become a very competent teacher. You require to have an apt understanding of various educational theories, such as constructivist approach or the visible learning, or metacognition, active learning. There's also a lot of concepts of mentoring and guidance in the Cambridge curriculum as a whole. And zone of proximal development, understanding how children learn, how children behave in a classroom. So it's very child-oriented, very child-centered. And a lot of the Cambridge programs or a lot of Cambridge teaching that happens in a classroom is very interdependent, and students are equally participative in the learning model. Now, when we say participative, we've had a very different definition, or we do a very different practice that I have personally observed in many of the schools in India. It is not about asking questions. It is not about asking students, giving them opportunities to write creative writing topics or something like that. It is a day-to-day at the ground level practice that you implement in a classroom. Say when you're asking about questions, we're looking at effective questioning. Say when we're talking about activities, we're looking to engage more of child more critically. There are also the Cambridge learner standards that have to be catered to. So a lot of interdependent, correlated and personal approach is what is to be adopted in a Cambridge classroom. So the Cambridge subjects that are spread across the subjects which are given by Cambridge, offered by Cambridge, are spread across. It's a whole spectrum of subjects that they offer, right from your traditional English, physics, chemistry, biology, math, to your innovative subjects like travel, tourism, thinking skills at A levels. You have sociology at IGCSE. You have physical education, music, religious studies that I've heard about. So there are a lot of various courses which are offered, various subjects, and the student can take up any subject as per their liking and interest. Which is quite juxtaposed against to what a typical CBSE or a state board school would look like. Just a skill.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry. So what a typical IGCSE or a CBSE school would look like. Cambridge curriculum, again, this is going by the trend. Please do not catch my word that is the trend. I've seen a lot of CBSE schools also offering a wide array of courses and allowing children to take up their subject likings. But typically, the typical school that we're talking about, which is more in number, that is not the case. But whereas with the Cambridge school, that can be challenged. When we look at the teacher standards, so as we said, there are learner standards. There is also a teacher standard that Cambridge International has devised and developed. Now, these Cambridge teacher standards are the key professional characteristics and practices that allow a teacher, that should be exhibited by a teacher for effective learning of the students. The standards are separate for teachers. There are separate standards for school leaders. There are separate standards for students also. Now, these teacher standards can also be used as benchmarking the quality that you want to provide at your organization. It can also be used as a competency building matrix when you want to build a typical competency, or when you want to look at what are the standards that you're looking at, or the type of curriculum that you want to offer, or what are the trainings that the teachers need to undergo. These are designed for Cambridge schools, but can be adopted in other schools also. We have done that in our state board and in our CBSE and ICSE schools, and they have implemented quite beautifully. When we understand a curriculum like Cambridge International, this type of curriculum requires a completely different, abled, competent teacher to bring justice to such a diverse and a vibrant curriculum. Hence, only doing your B.Ed or M.Ed or even PhD cannot typically suffice a Cambridge teacher's competency to help them build a Cambridge classroom. It requires a lot of understanding of theories and implementation of it with practices. Plus, it requires a lot of work-based knowledge, work-based linking, and the most important aspect of all is reflection. Reflecting on your own practice, reflecting on your own knowledge, reflecting on your own education that you are right now. When you reflect on yourself is when you're able to bring justice to your own current practice. So Cambridge has given that a prior weightage. I have a small video that I would like to show, and this video has been shown many times to us as well, I think so, and many must have seen it already. This is a very, I would say, an inspirational school for me personally. This is known as the Riverside School in Ahmedabad, and a very, very interesting school to look at. And if you get a time, please do read about them, please do visit them. And they have a very different set of curriculum. In fact, they are a Cambridge International School, but have a very different set of curriculum that they follow. And this is what a Cambridge classroom, according to me, would personally look like. So just a minute, I'll just show this video. Are we able to see the video?
No, sir.
One second. Are we able to see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is the audio available?
No, sir. No audio, sir.
Now? Is the audio there?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, let me just try one second. Yogesh, now?
No, sir. Sir, no audio, sir.
Is that happening? I'm sorry for this technical glitch. Just give me a second to figure this out.
Utsav, when you share the screen, I think you have to enable the sound also, something like that. You have to click on that.
And that is...
There is a checkbox.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay.
See them
Is it
go
better
through
now?
this experience
Yes,
of
sir.
actually.
Yes.
Yes.
Could you start from the beginning?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
25, 26.
It is not easy to see them go through this experience of actually making the incense sticks. It's a dark and dingy place where they are all sitting cramped up. But when the child goes through that experiential learning, I see them building empathy and having gratitude for their own lives. I'm really proud that I'm creating citizens who are changing the world. The vision of Riverside is to create the best school for the world and not just in the world. Education is not all about content. It is about doing good as well as doing well. So right from grade 3, we start with this whole idea of citizenship.
So citizenship for me is when you add value to your society and make it better the way you want it.
We start by giving them various experiences which highlights the problem.
You recognize a problem around you that disturbs you, then you actually go and experience it. Grade 5, we are learning about child labor. We learn what is a lifestyle of child who is making incense sticks.
Agarbatti is the incense sticks which we use especially in our Indian culture. These incense sticks is made by these tiny children, these tiny hands.
What did we just see?
They have to work for so much time and not even getting food, and the children were forced to work over there.
They don't have like basically a choice.
To understand what they might be going through, what can we do?
Agarbatti experience.
We can experience.
Yes.
Children will spend 2 days making agarbattis. That kind of experiential learning is something which hits the children the most. They will understand child rights and child labor to a much deeper extent.
When we watch videos or talk, we don't get to know what do they feel. And this is like stepping into their shoes and feeling what they do.
We want them to see these are the places where children work. So you try to make it as authentic as it can be.
You will be in complete silence right from here. No talking to each other.
We have a dough of agarbatti that we have to roll on a stick and make it.
No smiling. This is not playtime. This is work time.
So the teachers, they were acting very strict. They were not letting us do anything. I mean, it was not normal.
So I also want the size proper. I want the thickness proper. You want to buy this from market? Would you? Would your mom give money for this? Quick, move your hands now. No, I don't want to buy this. Move it.
I was feeling very excited that what is going to happen and I'm going to have a lot of fun.
Hurry up, Tusha.
And now I'm really unexcited and I'm very sad. I am having a headache. My back is aching because of sitting.
6 hours. How many agarbattis of quality? 10. So what's the problem? Sure. You will get water only when you give me 50 agarbattis. And you will get food when you make 100 agarbattis.
We give them 2 chapatis, onion and chili, which actually a child in a factory gets.
I was like so happy eating that chapati, mirchi and onion. I could eat anything at that time. I told my parents that I don't want to go to school tomorrow because we had the same experience. Then after thinking sometime I thought that I need to experience this. This is important for me.
1 minute. Get up, quick!
Right now we will be doing the reflection. What do they feel? Is that made any difference to them?
I was feeling very bad. I was not being treated like a child.
So what do you think children should be doing?
Go to school, get education.
What else children should be getting at this age?
Playtime.
Now I'm feeling more grateful about things because I know that everyone doesn't get it. So now I'm not wasting things.
So when you wrap up the experience, it is about how would they like to take it ahead. Some of them said we want to do a street play and we want to make people aware.
Basically going back to the purpose of citizenship, they're taking some action to change that situation. I believe this is the education.
Through content, the head is growing, but definitely you need the heart to grow. And when you get content and character together, that's where the change happens. And if we can have all our children go as citizen leaders, they will stand up for what is right.
So this was a taste of what a Cambridge classroom might look like. Again, it's very definitive and subjective to each school that we're offering. the thing that we're trying to say is, if you look at the aspect of they wanted to teach citizenship to the students and how do they teach them, they started asking about experience. A lot of schools are doing experiential learning. The question might arise, even we do experiential learning, but blending that experiential learning and making sure that it leaves a lasting implant on the child, impression on the child. You added up through a reflection sheet, and the children were engaged in reflection. That added up to the perspective. To be able to do all this and to be able to do, you don't require funds and resources. Again, I'm telling you, this is many people would start questioning, okay, you require a good international school to be able to do this. No, this is very much possible, doable in a state board school, in a CBSE school, even in a higher education institution. So CICTL course is not only for those who are from K-12, it is also from people for those who are on higher education, because the basic and the crux of everything is teaching learning. When we talk about CPD, when we are CPDQ, especially the Cambridge Professional Development Qualification, they are a form of continuous professional development. When we talk about continuous professional development, it was aptly defined by a researcher known as Wallace. He defined continuous professional development as a continuation of a teacher's professional development beyond their initial training, qualification, and induction. I personally feel that CPD trainings or the continuous professional development trainings that you yourself undergo are very to be are self-regulatory. They have to be done by you. It is not the school who's going to invest in it, or it is not the school who's going to make you do it. As a teacher, when you walk into a classroom, you need to ask yourself that the children of today are very upgraded. They are very updated. They have already a pre-existing set of knowledge and information before they walk into the classroom. So do we teach them the same knowledge and information, or do we build up on their current learning, or do we build up on their current education that they have? That is how you develop a spiral in the learning. When we talk about the CPDQs, they transform professional learning for practicing teachers and leaders in their schools. The PDQs meet the need and priorities of individual and the school. They support school-based professional development, enhance professional thinking and practice to improve the quality of learning, provide international benchmarks for professional learning leading to valuable certification and further progression, energize professional learning communities. The Cambridge PDQs are offered at 4 different levels. They are offered at certificate and diploma level. And there are 4 types of certifications which are available. The one is teaching learning. Second is educational leadership. Third is being bilingual learners. And the fourth is digital technologies. We are going to be focusing more on teaching learning because that is the one program that we're offering at our center. When we look at the PDQs, they consist of 3 learning and assessment modules, module 1, module 2, and module 3. Module 1 is done at certification level, and module 2 and module 3 are done at diploma level. So once you complete your certificate, once you're awarded your certificate, that is your module 1, you then progress on to module 2. So you can move out with a certificate, or you can come back and complete your diploma course as well. PDQs are highly practice-based. Candidates produce a portfolio of evidence of their professional practice, learning, and reflection, which is submitted to Cambridge when ready for assessments. When we talk about the CICTL course, it improves the teacher. It improves the teaching to enhance the quality of the students' learning. It develops a critical engagement with key education theories and concepts. It allows you to explore new ideas, be effective and reflective both. To promote active learning, integrates new approaches into your own practice, and demonstrates your professional development as a reflective practitioner. Doing CICTL, again, I'm emphasizing on this fact, it does not mean that it makes you eligible to teach in an international school. It isn't a statutory requirement like B.Ed, which is there. It obviously would give a preference to you over the other applicants who apply to an international school, because CICTL is a very exhaustive course in itself. When we talk about higher education, even teachers who are in higher education institutions can be part of the CICTL course, as this course is purely targeted towards understanding teaching learning and exploring teaching learning. Even at higher education course, there is teaching learning which is happening. So you can definitely be part of this program too. When we look at the course content, the module 1, as I said, is the certificate program. You have understanding principles of learning and teaching an effective lesson, and facilitating active learning through effective teaching and assessment. You have your module 2 and module 3, which is teaching and learning in action, developing professional practice. Again, which is for these are for the diploma program, and you do not need to be part of this. The course overall is of 150 hours. You start with the guided learning sessions, which are for 50 hours, your work-based learning are for 50 hours, and your ICL, which is individual and collaborative learning, are for 50 hours. What do you do in this? So guided learning, which is one learning strand, it consists of all your lectures, activities, any instruction that includes the PL talking. That PL as in the program leader, that is me. That includes me talking to the candidates, that is you, and the entire teaching time, where you will be exposed to different workshops and seminars also. ICL, or the individual and collaborative learning, is where the candidates work independently or in the groups, and it is after the GL session, after the guided learning sessions. Usually the time spent on reading texts or papers or working on assignment, all this is part of the ICL sessions. The WBL, or the work-based learning session, is the amount of time spent by the candidate in the classroom. So you need to be a full-time teacher, especially for more than 6 weeks in an educational institution, wherein you have access to a classroom and you're able to teach and you're able to implement your ideas and concepts that you discuss with your mentor and your program leader and implement in the classroom and reflect on it. So please be of only those teachers who are full-time teachers can be part of this course. There is a very important role of a mentor in the CICTL course. The role of a mentor in this course will be someone who you look up to when you will be selecting your mentor. So a mentor will be helping you to make your teaching plan, your lesson plan that you make, that you're going to implement in a classroom. So once you make a lesson plan, you're going to discuss it with your mentor. The mentor will then provide you feedback. Then when you implement the lesson plan, and the mentor has to observe that session. So once the mentor observes that session, they will again provide you with feedback, and that feedback has to be incorporated to make a new lesson plan. So if you see, you are building up on your own learning. So you had an existing set of knowledge that you had, you took feedback from the mentor, and then you made a new lesson plan. So you went a level up higher. Then you implemented that lesson plan and you again got feedback. Then you again went a level up higher. So there's a spiral of learning that gets established when you do the CICTL course. With the mentor and the program leader together, will be working very closely over your entire journey. During the cohort, we will be discussing a lot. We will be giving you a lot of feedbacks. Me and the mentor along would be having a lot of discussions with you of what improvements that you need to do. So it's a very selective, very inclusive kind of a culture and an environment that we plan to bring about with the CICTL course. Obviously, the mentor should be from your current school that you're employed at, someone that you look up to, someone of a very senior staff. It is not a monetary benefit or a transaction that we're looking at between you and the mentor. Ideally, it should be something that the mentor wants to help, have a feeling of guiding teachers who want to build up on their learning. So please select a mentor accordingly. When we look at CPD, which is the continuous professional development, and the NEP, so they are becoming a perfect blend and mix with each other. So the NEP has recommended, the NEP 2020, the National Education Policy 2020, has recommended over 50 hours of CPD for each teacher at a local, regional, state, national, and international level, right? And you have to have a participative engagement. The CPD has been visualized as a long-term process that includes regular opportunities and experiences. The National Achievement Survey 2017, which is the NAS, and other findings suggested the need for CPD, the continuous professional development. It's not that you do your B.Ed and you are through and through, or you do a course and you're through and through. Even CICTL itself does not suffice it. Definitely CICTL would be a starting platform and a head start to you. But after completing CICTL certificate course, always go for the diploma program or go for another engagement where you are able to develop yourself professionally, because the experiences that you're going to get every day are going to be very different in a classroom. The NEP also recommends that teachers will be given the continuous opportunities for self-improvement. When we look at the institutional CPD, the institution will be able to conduct face-to-face, coding, participative manner and hands-on experience. This will be based on the teacher's needs and futuristic vision. Here is where the CICTL perfectly aligns itself with the NEP to provide the needed hours of training to the teachers and also the contextual aspect of teaching learning. In addition, the NCERT has also rolled out. So NEP and NCERT has also rolled out a guideline which says that the teachers who undergo CPD are mandatorily required to submit their trainings and portfolios to the UDICE Plus, which is at the district level. So if you look at this, so the CPD, the CICTL course is more than 50 hours. It is a 150 hours. So obviously there's a lot of engagement, lot of increase in the number of hours that we'll be investing into. It is portfolio based, wherein your learnings will have to be assessed based on a portfolio that you submit to Cambridge International for assessment. Third thing, very important, the certificate that is awarded affirms your gained knowledge of teaching and learning. Also covers, and it also covers assessment practices. It fits correctly with perfectly with what is the current scenario in India is talking about. So with the NEP, there's a perfect blend in the CICTL and the NEP course. When we look at the timeline for the program, we are starting in the month of June. We are starting the cohorts in the month of June. June to typically January is what we are expecting. So we're looking at a 6-month period, wherein July, September, and November, we will be completing your teaching, that is your GL guided learning sessions. And the rest of November and December will be given to you to complete your portfolios and your assignments. January, we submit your portfolios to Cambridge, and March is when the results are around. So it perfectly aligns with the hiring cycle that begins with the schools. You want to switch your careers, you want to upgrade yourself, performance appraisals, all those traditional aspects also can be perfectly aligned with this cycle. If you're able to complete your portfolios before January, you will be going ahead for submitting the same. The program will be offered in a blended mode. The guided learning sessions will be conducted on Saturdays only. And the program fee, it will be conducted online. Don't worry about that. The program fee is for rupees 42,000, which includes the study materials, workshops and seminars, instructor fees, etc. It doesn't include the examination fee. The examination fee is separate, and it will be as levied by Cambridge International. And it is for assessment and certifying the candidate who undertakes this program. Placement services will be provided to you once you complete your certificate program. That is, if you're looking to change schools or switch schools, we will definitely be recommending you. We'll be recommending you how do you use your CICTL course and go for interviews away. And when you go for interviews to schools, how are you supposed to present your course, etc., etc. So this was it. If you're interested, please reach out to us at the number given and at pdq at trialeducation.com. We will be enrolling you. Once you're interested, you will be have to taking admission, and there are a few administrative work which we'll be doing. We are looking at beginning the course in the mid of June. So these are some extra reading materials that we require to take up. We will be sharing the PPT also along with you. And may I ask Lalit to speak a few words and see if we've touched upon all the bases and there are something that you would like to add upon.
Thanks, Utsav. I think you've covered everything there. And I know that there are some areas where once the students or the candidates join the Cambridge course, they will come to know about it. One has to experience it. So very rightly said. I think the movement and direction for the whole continuous professional development, especially teacher development, is towards what we're speaking today. And it's not just giving those kind of experience which was given earlier, but I think it has to be a meaningful experience. So I'm just here to take questions. So otherwise, I think you covered it all. Not a problem.
May I request Igal Banker sir to speak a few words, if you would like to add on?
Well, good morning, everyone. And I should say, being a leader of a Cambridge school, I see all these practices, whatever Utsav has shared and has shown over there, okay, it is going on in my school. And it's because the teachers are going for continuous, professional development over there, okay, program, where many of our teachers have also, experienced this program. They have taken it, okay, and that's the result of it. Like, teaching, everybody does it, but it should be learner-centered. And very important, the Cambridge attributes. It's not only restricted to Cambridge, but be it any board, all the curriculums, whatever it is like, okay, and Cambridge really suffices all the needs of a teacher learning process over there. So for all the people who are really interested, indeed an experienced person as a leader, and my teachers over there, we as a school, okay, most of us have already done this program, and it's really beautifully, and it's teaching is a joy and learning is a pleasure. It goes out in my school. That's what I want to say.
Thank you so much, sir. May I request everyone to please raise their hands and prompt if they have any queries and questions that they would like to ask. We are seeing the chat box. We are also seeing the participant list. So if you have any queries, please raise your hand. We will be able to help you directly. Yogesh,
Sir, Gaurav Sharma.
yes, Mr. Gaurav Sharma, can you please let us know what's your query?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thank you so much for providing this opportunity to know about this program. I think this will be quite helpful for all the teachers. My query is regarding the enrollment, sir. So is it like only in the month of June we can enroll, or is there will be multiple opportunities will be provided within a year for that?
So for the enrollment, so we want to begin the first cohort in the month of June. Definitely after January, we will be starting a second cohort also. But the first cohort begins in the month of June. So we are going to run this program twice in a year. One is the January to May cycle, and the other one is June to December cycle.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Next question is Sanu Joseph.
Sir, I want to ask something.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, very good morning. Sir,
Sangeeta ma'am, just 1 second. May I request Sanu ma'am to first to Mr. Sanu to just let us know the query. Just 1 second, ma'am. Yeah.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It was nice attending this meeting. Just a few things to clarify. The first one regarding the course fee you mentioned, 42,000. What is the usual examination fee?
See, the examination usually fee comes at around to £150. That is around 15,000 to 16,000.
Okay. And then second one is, could you please tell us more about this center? I am head of a Cambridge school for last 26 years, and I would like a few of my teachers to join this course. But I would like to know more about your faculty and your center details.
So I can, if you can write to us if you're looking. So, for example, Rahul International School is what you're asking at, if I'm correct.
Yes, because
right.
we do run CPD programs, online programs, and face-to-face programs for our teachers. But this is something 150 guided learning hours is something very useful, and I really appreciate it. So, I would like to know more about your faculty and your center.
So to be very honest, the faculties are so there are separate faculties for CBSE and Cambridge curriculum. Cambridge teachers, the teachers do undergo training programs by Cambridge with terms of syllabus and certain courses like CICTL that we've spoken about. We have graduated, we have cleared, I think, 3 A-level batches, and our first A-level results, IGCSE were announced just day before yesterday, I think on 24th. With a good score of, I think 15 candidates had taken up the exams, and we received a good 30 to 32 A stars. So, and we're hoping for one of them to be a national topper as well. So this is what is the center in a nutshell. But definitely we can discuss this later more ahead.
So sorry, Utsav, just coming in here, probably I should also mention to this group here, Utsav himself is a program leader. Yes. He's been accredited as a program leader for teaching and learning. So it's a very intense process. So I think that's something about the center as well. So we have many program leaders, and also across India, we have close to 60 PDQ centers. That is a professional development qualification center, but of which only few are very active. When I say few, it could be around 30% of it, close to 2022. So one of them is the Rahul International School or International Institutions. So Utsav himself is the program leader, and also there's a pack of people within the organization who are very experienced in different curriculums. That's very important for us to understand. We can't suddenly take the aspirant trainers suddenly to a level where they can't understand the pedagogies or whatever teaching strategies. So here the benefit is the mentors, the people who are going to be the mentors are coming with a kind of a combination of understanding different curriculums. They know how to switch between one curriculum to another curriculum, and also strategically give this pedagogical activities so that the transition is very seamless and also smooth. So they also have capacity of taking any number of students right now, but only thing is Cambridge, because I'm also in this call to just watch what could be the response, and also how I would want to, or Cambridge wants to advise more on how do we create more cohorts or more batches for this course. So that's something that I wanted to come in and also probably share.
Thank you,
Just
Mr.
to add
Prasad.
over there,
Thank you, Mr. Lalit and Mr. Tiwari. It was nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah,
Uh,
just
I
to
do
add
have
over
one
here, sir.
question.
Just to
one
add,
second, one second, one second. Yes, Banker sir, you were saying something?
yeah, just to add over here, as Mr. Lalit said over there, okay, of course, Mr. Utsav Tiwari is a program leader, but assisting him are 4 to 5 more faculties over there who are coming from different curriculums. As I already mentioned, that the CICTL program, okay, is not only restricted to Cambridge schools only or Cambridge experience. Please understand, teaching and learning is common elsewhere, everywhere, okay, irrespective of the curriculum. This course enhances, okay, the teaching methodologies and the pedagogies over there, and it enhances the teacher and the learner relation in the class with respect to the life skills, with respect to co-curricular activities or curriculum over there. So that's the reason. Okay, we have all the experienced people over there assisting Mr. Utsav Tiwari, okay, with nearly 14 to 15 experiences of different curriculum backgrounds.
Thank you, sir. Miss Sangeeta, you wanted to ask something.
Yes, sir. So I was asking, like, since I am based in Bangalore, if
Yeah.
I want to attend the course, and I'm a teacher of Cambridge School, I'm teaching right now. So we have our own, set of pressure once the school reopens. So how do I enroll and how do I go about the course?
So basically, all your guided learning sessions will be happening on Saturdays. Okay. So Saturdays, depending upon what the cohort will form, cohort will decide on the time. So suppose say all of them are working and they want evening sessions, so we can do evening sessions for you all. That will not be an issue, but it will be an online lectures that will be happening. When we talk about your work-based learning practice, since you're already in your school, what learnings that you do and what assignments that you submit and what is your plan. So we will definitely working on a plan of action and discussing with your mentor. You will be developing your mentor action plan also. So once you develop that and everything, you have to implement it on Monday to Friday in your classroom sessions and take feedback and reflections on it. And Saturday we will be discussing it. But the program leader will be available anytime that you want. So I'm always available. So if you have any queries, we will be definitely catching up, having a meeting, discussing things about it. That will not be an issue.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
So
It
next
will be
question
completely
was,
blended virtual. Yes, Mr. Weber, sorry.
Hi, this is Vaibhav
Hi.
here. So I wanted to ask is there a list of countries where this qualification of teaching is respected or valid, or like this is true for any Cambridge university anywhere in the world?
It's accepted worldwide. It's accepted worldwide. Cambridge is a global
And
curriculum. It's accepted worldwide.
what about curriculum wide? If I want to teach MYP and I have this as a teaching qualification, will even MYP or IB accept it as a valid teaching credential?
Yeah. Let me just come in here.
Yes,
Also,
yeah.
sorry. So, I think Banker said, so the international qualifications that we offer for the professional development are curriculum agnostic. What I mean to say is that they are not related to any curriculum. They're more related to the pedagogies and also teaching strategies and also professional development of teachers. So any teacher who's working in maybe state board, CPS national board or international boards apart from Cambridge are welcome to take this, and also it's going to benefit them because we're talking about those pedagogical skills or professional skills that are needed for the teachers. Point number one. Point number two, we've also kind of been recognized by most of the countries. When I say most of the countries like UK, where they have their own regulation from a teacher education point of view, etc., etc. So we fall between level 4 and level 5. The certificate programs fall at level 4 and also diploma programs fall at level 5. Similarly, for Australia and also New Zealand and also other countries. So we have all this kind of collaterals and also brochures with us. Once I think the candidates join, or if you can visit our website. So I'm going to put the website address on the chat. So you can all visit this and also take benefit of this.
Okay. And one more thing was work-based learning. Can we carry it out at our own school? And is it will it be valid even if I'm teaching, let's say, at MYP or IB school?
Yes, very much. So any school that you're employed at, you're able to carry it out. You should have access to a classroom and you should be a full-time teacher in a school. Is that the requirement? And you need to implement it in your own practice and then take reflection. So definitely it is doable.
Okay. One last technical question.
Yes.
Will the presentation and video recording of this be made available on the chat group or somewhere
We
else?
will be doing that. We will be doing it on our website. So we will be putting the link of this on the group, and then we will be sure you can access it from there.
Okay, and that is where you'll also have directives as to how to join this course, etc. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Dinesh Zote had a query. Mr. Dinesh?
Yes. I'm in low range, so if I'm not able to clear my point, just please tell me again, okay?
Right, sure.
So my doubt is, I'm not a proper IGCSE school teacher. I teach IGCSE student in a private tuition, and currently I'm teaching in various colleges. And alongside with that, I do teach in IGCSE classes as well, alongside with the private tuition. And from there, those teachers, my colleagues from IGCSE classes, they are a regular teacher in the IGCSE schools, and they are telling me that they have to work like they are doing their teaching stuff. Alongside with that, there are various kind of stuff like they have to send some kind of a mail at the evening at 10 p.m. So these are something like non-teaching stuff. So after completing such kind of a courses, which you are suggesting us, which you have presented very fabulously, do we have to deal with such kind of a thing as also?
So what you would mention, I think it would be very school specific of what the teachers have been doing it. But when we talk about this course specific, I'm only going to focus on this course. When I talk about this course specific, it's blended, right? Second of all, Cambridge learner standards are something you would have more access to, and if you read about, they have told to make children more responsible. Candidates should be more responsible. So for this course as well, you are responsible for your learning, for your session. I would be facilitating the session, but submission of your assignments to submission of your getting your assignments evaluated, everything has to be done at your end specifically, wherein you would be more responsible for it. Definitely we would be there to support you, but a lot of things would have to be done by you on your end. 10 o'clock at night, I don't think so. That would be I'm not clear with that aspect, but I think so. Actually, what you were mentioning would be more school specific than course specific, to be very honest.
Yeah, it was concentric about the school specific when we go to the school and we work for the school, not for the course session. Course will finish in a year, right?
Hello.
Am I audible?
I'm sorry, there was an audio disconnect from my end. Yes, sir. Could you tell me again?
Okay. So I will repeat myself again. You're right. I was being specific with the school purpose. This course will get finished in a year, right? After finishing that course, I will switch to the directly Cambridge school, and I'm not really wanted to go abroad. As of now, I have not made my mind. I wanted to just teach the Indian student for the curriculum. But nowadays, this thing happening in I'm from Mumbai. I teach in Mumbai schools, Mumbai college, Mumbai students. But in Mumbai right now, this happening. They are giving teachers so many stuff which are non-related to teaching. So my question was about that thing, not about the curriculum. I understood your all the fabulous thing you have explained in this session. My only concern is after the finishing the course, are we supposed to do that extra non-teaching stuff?
So to be very honest, again, I think it would be from school to school that you would join, because this course is related to teaching learning, and what you're speaking about non-administrative stuff, again, it is from very school dependent. I wouldn't have a say in this aspect, to be very honest.
Okay. That would be great.
Sorry, just to come in here, I think if you're talking about, there are two aspects that you spoke about. One is you told that you don't want to go abroad after doing this course, which is very well, I mean, which completely okay, because we are saying that these courses are meant for other curriculums like state board, national boards. So that answers the first part of your question. The second part of your question is, if you're asking what is the specificity of the other countries if you want to go, it all depends on the university and country if you want to pursue your education or go and join the job there. For example, the IELTS and also these kind of English spoken English tests are also compulsory for some of those countries where you want to go. So these are some of the mandatory things needs to be done, whether you do this certificate program or any other diploma program. But I think that is all the needs of the country specific. So I think that needs to be checked with those kind of country specific rules and regulations. So this is just a certificate program that has been offered by Rahul International School.
There are a few questions in the chat box. Dr. Abhirami, yes, do we have training courses for AS and A-level? In specific, Cambridge offers a lot of certificate courses for AS and A-level, subject specific, training specific, teaching learning specific. Please do visit their website. You will be able to know more. Regarding fees, Ms. Aarti Mittal, I have covered that point. Ms. Amrita Parekh, again, we have covered that particular point. Do you have any leadership training for school leadership as well? Yes, we do. Please reach out to Rahul College of Education. Ms. Sanjana Mishra is here. Ms. Sanjana, if you can put your phone number, college phone number here. We do offer various certificate and value-added courses for senior leadership also. Again, they are very specific. We, as a B.Ed college, we do offer a lot of certificate courses for teaching, learning, educational leadership, a lot of consultancy services also. So you can do reach out to her, which are certified as well. Do we need to apply to our school? No, not necessary. You can directly apply as well and start the course. That would not be a concern. And yes, Lalit has already answered that question. Any special training courses for public speaking? Again, yes, please reach out to Rahul College of Education. They offer plethora of value-added courses and they would be very happy to assist you as well. Please share your institution website. Yes, there you go. I'll just put that in the chat box. Any other queries that we have that we've not covered or to talk about?
Mr. Utsav, this is Sushmita Chervatur.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Yes, sir. A very good morning to you. So I come with I come with experience of 25 years in mostly all the curriculums, and lately I was handling IGCSE and IB. Last month I have taken an off because right now I'm focusing a little on my personal responsibilities, like looking after my younger one who is in grade 11. And but yes, at the same time also I'm trying multiple ways to upgrade my skills. Okay, so that is one prime reason why I have taken an off. So I'm pretty well aware of the approach, and I have been I do have commendable expertise in my portfolio. My question to you, from the time you have started this and you have been continuously mentioning that you have to be a full-time teacher, what if I'm not a full-time teacher, but yes, if I choose any of my previous, because I worked with quite reputed schools. I was in Hyderabad also for some time, and then I'm right now in Noida. So here also I worked in a couple of branded schools, and I am in good relationship, good rapport with my mentors, previous mentors. So what if I choose a mentor and not be a regular teacher? Yes, I'm also I am in giving coaching at home as well. So what if I'm not a full-time teacher right now? So that means I'm not applicable?
May I get back to you on that? May I have, I can discuss with you personally and have a better clarification. So ma'am, if you can just drop in a message at the number which was shared with you all. If you can just drop in a message, I'll have to get back to you in that case, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Ruchita. Ms. Ruchita Sharma.
Hi, good morning, sir. This is Ruchita from Pune. Actually, my question is, I have recently shifted to teaching profession and have an experience of around 1 year only. So I just wanted to know, like, is it compulsory that mentor has to be from our school only?
See, if you don't have a mentor, we will be able to provide you one mentor also. We can definitely connect you with some people, but it's better to have from your school because then they'll be able to observe your sessions, right? When your lectures are happening, but that can be looked at. That's not
Okay.
a concern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I see one message in the group chat that one Miss Crystal, Mr. I'm sorry for your gender, but you work in Dubai. Yes, since it's an online session, you will be able to join in. That won't be a concern. We will be doing lectures online, so that's totally doable. That's totally possible. Any other queries? Any other concerns? Please feel free to reach out to us at the contact details that we've mentioned. If you have any other concerns, and we are starting the registration process for the program from tomorrow onwards. So on by tomorrow, the processes will go live, and we are going to end our registration for the course by 5th of June. So if you want to take a decision and join the June cohort, please join in this while. We are accepting very few candidates for our first cohort, and it will be a very intensive cohort as well. So we request you to join and take a decision and take a call as soon as possible. And let us know if you have any other queries, any other concerns, and have a great day ahead. Thank you so much for joining on this Sunday. Thank you, Lalit, for joining. Thank you, Ms. Banker sir, for joining. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
you. I hope we brought justice to your queries and concerns that you must have for this course.
Thank you. All the best. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you and all the best.